Right now at 6, Wisconsin farms filing for bankruptcy at alarming rates. What's behind the sharp increase?
And will Wisconsinites receive rebate checks? Governor Evers weighs in on the Republican bill.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski.
A man is in custody after stealing an ambulance in Wisconsin Rapids.
Hands up! Hands up! Hands up!
Police say Benjamin Feltz stole the vehicle while paramedics were treating a patient, driving away with the patient still inside. He led police on an 18-mile chase, ending near Pittsville, where police deployed spike strips. Feltz and the patient were uninjured. Well, a wild wreck in La Crosse, a vehicle left flipped over. It happened at the intersection of Winnebago and 17th. The driver made it out of the vehicle. No word on any injuries, and right now the cause of the crash is under investigation.
In Wisconsin, a troubling stat. Farm bankruptcies keep climbing.
So what's behind it and what does it mean for the consumer? News 8 Now's Grace Monk has some answers.
Farm bankruptcies in Wisconsin increased by 700% in 2025. In 2024, 2 Wisconsin farms filed for Chapter 12, a last resort bankruptcy tool for farmers. In 2025, that number jumped to 16.
Too many farmers think, wow, I'm a failure, whereas the reality is that they've just tried to do something and it's been too difficult because of the way they're squeezed with their low prices and their high costs.
Last year, farmers saw higher costs for production and land. Corn and soybean farmers were hit especially hard after losing international markets due to tariffs.
Equipment repairs, seeds, planting costs, labor costs, fuel costs, all that stuff keeps going up, but their prices that they get paid go down.
For some farmers, less profit means more debt, but that's not the case for everyone. Many farmers face challenges when it comes to borrowing money.
When you look at a number of years in a row of farmers not necessarily being able to pay or not being able to pay their loans off, especially their operating loans, the banks see them as too high a risk.
This can force farms to close, which ultimately drives up prices for consumers.
Our agriculture production is becoming more and more concentrated. We continue to see increased prices because when you get a dominant control on a market, you can set your price where you want it to be.
Von Ruden expects 2026 to be another hard year for farmers. Reporting in Bryce Prairie, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
ICE agents take several people into custody in Eau Claire County. It went down at a construction site in Altoona. ICE apprehended a suspect accused of assaulting a law enforcement officer. One person was grabbed while 3 others fled. They ended up hiding inside a garage in the town of Washington. After a brief holdout, they gave up.
It was probably, 50 yards down that way. So we were probably down to, there's 2 mailboxes, there was cars all the way down, about halfway down the road here, and then all the way down to the end of the road where it hits Double S again, or 9 Mile Creek. So there were a lot of vehicles. I mean, it was a lot of law enforcement out here.
All 4 individuals remain in ICE custody.
Governor Tony Evers kicking off his State of the State tour in Eau Claire. During a stop at North High School, Evers highlighting the priorities of his final year as governor, including lowering costs for working families, strengthening public health resources, and getting programs like Get Kids Ready up and running.
School districts going to referenda every other year for just general stuff. That's not right, and it's not that they're overspending. They're responding to the needs of kids, and I think we need to do some things there.
Evers also discussed whether he supports Republican proposals for tax rebates from the state's $2.5 billion surplus.
No, it's a one-time deal, so they get a check. If they're going to give a check every year, no, that's a political thing. I mean, if the elections weren't in November, you wouldn't hear that.
The Republican proposal targets people who owed income tax in 2024. Evers also making campaign stops in Kimberly and Weston today.
Also in Eau Claire, Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin. She took part in a small businesses discussion at Volume 1 and the local store. The focus, the impact of tariffs and rising health care costs.
The culture and the uniqueness of our community really comes from our small businesses. So we're hoping that if we can give this feedback, we can continue to see small businesses thrive in Eau Claire.
A small business majority poll found that half of small business owners had to hike prices due to tariffs.
Well, a tale of two cities on the monitor behind Greg. La Crosse calm and cooler today, but snow activity in the Eau Claire area.
If I had a picture up here to Sheen, it would be sunshine almost and 50-some degrees too. So it even a third area down to the south, not seeing much of anything, just wind and mild warm temperatures again. But yes, there is still snow going on. You can see our storm runners out too. A little bit of accumulation on the road surface in some area, but overall it's really a visibility thing. Temperatures are starting to lowering, so we might see some minor accumulation on side roads. The main roads likely are going to remain fine, but that will continue for those areas north of I-90. As you look back at radar, you can see conditions here as we go further. Kind of in the area generally, we're kind of in Wabasha, we've been in Trempealeau near Cochrane area for traveling around. You can see overall temperature still right around freezing or above. As you go further south, you can see Ridgeway 31, but look at the roads are just fine, and La Crosse just on the bottom there have no precipitation at all right now. Further north, this is where more of the visibility issue is occurring. You can see visibility towards Eau Claire, down to the right, Oslo on I-94. Road's fine, but visibility is reduced a little bit. You can see visibility has come down occasionally, but overall been about 2 to 3 miles at the worst case. And as I mentioned, big picture as you go further south, not much of anything. We've had cloud, a few precipitation, but the southern end of I-90 is still remaining dry for the most part. Temperatures have come back into the 30s. And if you look at the big picture wise, total different story. You go further south. Decorah to Prairie du Chien to Basketball. They've had a lot more sunshine, a lot of wind going on down in that area, but overall mild to even warm conditions once again for about the 6th day in a row. So big difference in temperatures, as you see, 31 to about 53 right now across the area. So later on we'll break down. We do have additional snow that's going to forecast for Thursday night and Friday, and we're going to see more like a winter-like weekend, and that means temperatures are back to the 20s. So we'll break all that down a bit later.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Well, it's Ash Wednesday, which marks the official start of Lent. In La Crosse, services were held at St. Joseph the Workman Cathedral. Worshippers receive ashes in the shape of a cross on their forehead. Lent is a 40-day period observed by Christians worldwide. And Lent is also the start of Fish Fridays, which are going to cost more. The price of fish and shellfish are rising. Big reason is grocery price spikes and tariffs. Seafood prices jumped 8% in December. Frozen shrimp spiked 12% and frozen salmon 4%.
La Crosse Public Library helping seniors better understand their technology. Workers visited Harry J. Olson Center for drop-in technology help, showing off how their new or old devices work.
In a place where people, if they have questions, to come sit down with me at the table, ask them questions about their phone, sometimes about their computer, sometimes even about devices that they may not even have brought here. Usually people come with a list of questions that we're able to, tick off one by one.
The library offers the Tech Help drop-in every month.
Volunteer fire departments across Wisconsin are short-staffed. 80% of firefighters in Wisconsin receive little to no pay. It makes it difficult for departments to compete with full-time jobs. One fire chief says this puts departments in a difficult position, especially during the day.
It's not uncommon for us, like on an EMS call, to go out the door with that truck behind me with one person in it.
Tomorrow at 6, how communities are coping with the drop in volunteers. And still to come, a landmark trial that affects anyone with a child. At the center of it, is social media harmful and addictive?
And popular weed killer Roundup faces cancer allegations. The multi-billion-dollar settlement its parent company agrees to pay.
Tomorrow on News 8 Now this morning, tips to help you forget you're an adult and feel like a kid again. Plus, Art is reminding us that it is still winter. That and more starting at 5 a.m.
President's Day is a time to honor all presidents, past and present. And at King Furniture, we're giving you the opportunity to save some presidents with huge discounts throughout our entire store.
King Furniture. Nice people.
Nice furniture.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get a total value of over $6,100 on the Sierra 1500 model. Plus get $3,000 trade allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
It is my privilege to invite you to the 28th Annual Early Bird Home Show, only at the Board Store. 28 years ago, we decided to give homeowners an opportunity to get started early and get great value on their home improvement. I love that it's become a tradition, and we see so many past customers and other customers beginning on their home improvement adventure. Stop into the Board Store during the 28th Annual Early Bird Home Show, only at the Board Store. Prompt free estimates.
The Tractor Central Best Time to Buy sales event is going on now through March 2nd on all premium John Deere residential mowing equipment. We're stocked up to maximize opportunities for our customers to save $300 to $500 on John Deere zero-turn mowers and up to $700 on John Deere lawn and garden tractors. Preseason savings at Tractor Central. Get started now at TractorCentral.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
It's a John Deere day. President's Day is a time to honor all presidents, past and present. And at King Furniture, we're giving you the opportunity to save some presidents with huge discounts throughout our entire store.
King Furniture. Nice people.
Nice furniture.
Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg testified in Los Angeles court today in a trial that could reshape social media regulation. The plaintiff alleges Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube were designed to be addictive. Zuckerberg testified that Instagram has moved away from time spent on the platform as a goal. The plaintiff's attorney countered that when the plaintiff was 10 years old, increasing time spent was the company's objective.
Trial like this one will hopefully uncover the disconnect between what companies say publicly to drive up business and engagement and what is actually going on behind the scenes.
Meta says it strongly disagrees with the allegations, citing its commitment to supporting young people with built-in protections. YouTube parent Google says the allegations in these complaints are simply not true. And do you think social media is harmful and addictive for children and teens? That's our News 8000 poll. 96% say yes, 0% say no, and 4% are unsure. We'll have updated results tonight at 10.
The partial government shutdown enters day 5 with no end in sight. The White House rejected the latest Democratic proposal to fund the Department of Homeland Security. Democrats want major reforms to ICE and DHS oversight, including requiring warrants before agents enter private property.
Last night, they sent over a counter proposal that frankly was very unserious, and we hope they get serious very soon because Americans are going to be impacted by this.
Republicans have decided that they would rather shut down FEMA, shut down TSA, and shut down the Coast Guard than get ICE under control.
The Department of Homeland Security warned a prolonged shutdown would impact more than 200,000 DHS employees and could lead to disruptions with the TSA, FEMA, and Coast Guard.
Bayer is settling tens of thousands of lawsuits over Roundup, according to the New York Times. The plaintiffs allege the weed killer can cause non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Under the plan, the German company agrees to shell out more than $7 billion. The settlement covers past and future claims, but still needs Missouri Circuit Court approval.
Microsoft plans to invest $50 billion to expand artificial intelligence in developing countries by the year 2030. A recent report shows AI use in wealthy nations is twice that of developing regions. The investment will focus on infrastructure, including data centers and internet access, to bridge the growing AI divide. We will have more news ahead.
But first.
Yeah, some got into the snow here today and this evening. Others will see snow coming Thursday night and Friday, along with much more winter-like conditions for the weekend. We'll break all that down coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Come into comfort during the International Furniture Fjord sales event. Get 20% off all Fjord's chairs in stock and special orders. The Tri-State's largest Fjord showroom is at International Furniture, La Crosse.
We see you out there coming up with original ideas, which is why you shop at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
because you know that when inspiration stirs, we'll have what you need at prices that help make it happen. During our big pet care event, 20-pound bags of Blaine's brand Easy Scoop cat litter, 2 for $15. $5 off assorted Diamond Naturals dog food. Plus, rewards members get free same-day local delivery on pet orders of $49 or more. Find value on the things you value. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
You came prepared to take on the pressure. We came prepared to give you none of that, just more out of buying a car. At Maury's West Salem Kia, you get our best price up front. No scripts, no side eyes, no 4-hour negotiations. Maury's sales team doesn't work on commission, so you get more help, less hassle. Need service? With Maury's, you get honest work done right. We even do more for our community. Get more with Maury's West Salem Kia. Visit MaurysWestSalemKia.com.
To everyone who values tradition, what does tradition mean to you?
Our family's been doing fish fry here for years.
At Culver's, we make our fish fry the way tradition deserves.
Hand battered, right here in the restaurant.
Right here.
Right here.
The food here never disappoints.
And the best part, we get to sit and enjoy the company. Hey.
Helping you spend time with your family, it's what we're all about.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
This right here is what the experts call a problem.
Today I'm lifting some sunken concrete. So again, this is simply forming a new layer between the soil and the concrete, and it's expanding as we speak.
That's right.
That's moving.
It's moving.
Son of a gun. Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection. It's weirdly satisfying.
Isn't it?
Come into comfort during the International Furniture Fjord sales event. Get 20% off all Fjord's chairs in stock and special orders. The Tri-State's largest Fjord's showroom is at International Furniture, La Crosse.
Yeah, quite a spring-like storm. You'd expect to see more of this maybe in March or April with a wide variety of weather conditions we've had, but we got it in February going on right now. And the only thing left really is the winter weather advisories that are going on for Eau Claire westward, including Wabasha 2 County. That'll go on for a few more hours. The wind advisory that's noted there has since expired. The winds have decreased enough. Still kind of breezy and blustery out there, but not quite as strong as we saw before. The accumulating snow's got a few more hours, and then snow continues, but don't expect too much in the way of accumulation. Right now, you see visibility here. This is the area of Kellogg down to Winona. Occasionally, you can see it's picking up the radar, switching back to rain, snow based on the algorithm via temperature. So a little mix there. But for the most part, this is all snow and not a lot of dark blue really overhead. So this is just light snow. And you see temperatures overall still close enough that main roads would be mainly wet. We're starting to see a little bit of downturn here in Eau Claire. You see the darker blue kind of pushing to the south. Still some light snow. You can see visibility there towards Oslo and I-94 is down, but nothing too bad yet. Up in Menominee, pretty good conditions too. Roads are mainly wet. And then really a sharp cutoff. It's actually beginning to lift further north now. Before it was around I-90. Now it's even further north. As you go further south, it's cloudy conditions, cooling, getting back down into 30s. You see 40. So far, not too bad of an evening. And if you're further south, it's been kind of a blustery, windy day, but overall a lot of sunshine and temperatures towards the southern end have been 50s and even getting close to 62. So quite a variety of conditions, as you note by current temperatures right now. At snowfall, not expecting much, maybe additional inch in some of the darker blue areas, but overall probably less than a ½ inch to go. Once again, roads probably won't be too much of an issue. You can see a little bit of 3D with the dark blue indicating a little bit more enhancement. This is going to continue to rotate around the low that's just sitting up to the north, and it'll begin to fill or weaken. And as that does, you'll start seeing a lot of the snow become more snow showers, intermittent light snow throughout the nighttime. Cloud cover, really, there's a sharp cutoff before it, but we will see cloud cover expand. So the morning commute, just cloudy, a few flurries further north. Otherwise, sunshine as you go further south, but I think a lot more areas will see cloud cover with some breaks off and on tomorrow. But it'll be lighter winds and overall still mild for this time of year with a little break in the cloud cover as we go into the afternoon, as you see that kind of ripple come up, because that's our next system that'll be coming. Temperatures tonight, fairly still mild too, but it will get below freezing, so maybe a few slick spots on some of the roads that had some moisture. Tomorrow, overall still above average, a little colder, but overall not too bad for this part of February. And then the snow coming Thursday night and Friday, Mostly a snow event. The main band has been trending further and further southeast, and it's a very narrow band. But the commute to keep an eye on would be Friday morning with the wind and the snow falling. If you look at snow right now, it's a very narrow band, potential 4 inches, and this has shifted further to the southeast, and it may shift further south. So some areas will get some snow, other areas won't get as much. The one thing everyone will see on Friday is wind and then much colder conditions for the weekend, followed by more seasonal as we get towards the middle of next week with maybe some more systems coming through that'll impact the areas. And there's our storm runner right there too.
There it is.
There it is. So like I said, roads mainly wet or a little bit of slush here and there, but it will start to improve here shortly.
All right, well, there's some good news. Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, just 3 days away, Brewers spring training returns Saturday. Hear from the newest member of the crew about his feelings on joining the franchise. Jacob is next.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Come on, boys. These dogs aren't going to eat themselves. Yeah, mustard? I'm a mustard gal myself.
It's the final days of one of our biggest sales. Get this Ashley sofa for just $339. Get up to 60% off list during our huge President's Day sale at Slumberland Furniture. Get this reclining sofa for just $499. A Lazy Boy recliner for just $399. Get a Sealy Posturepedic mattress for just $799 with a free adjustable base. Pay no interest for up to 60 months on select purchases with approved credit. The huge President's Day sale at Slumberland. Final days, don't miss it.
Not everyone calls me coach. The most important people call me dad. As a parent, I want to teach my kids the value of bringing their best minds and hearts to everything and everyone. As examples of what that means in action, I often point to the care teams at Amplify Health. These pros go all in service to the well-being of others. Their parents should be very proud.
Menards 11% rebate is here. From lighting to lumber, from doors to floors. The bigger the project, the bigger the rebate. Menards has everything you need to reimagine your bathroom. We've got a great selection of lighting, vanities, hardware, and more. Transform your bathroom with our great selection of Lions, showers, bathtubs, and surrounds. They're easy to install and keep clean. This Elite Tub Shower is a value of $549.99 after rebate. Hurry in. The 11% rebate is here.
Save big money at Menards.
Going on or coming off?
On. 14 hours.
Oh, thanks. Saving lives.
Cheers.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lansendorf.
Fresh off a record-breaking season, the Brewers are making preparations for their first spring training game, which is slated for Saturday. Last season, the franchise set a best mark for consecutive wins with 14, and they broke the franchise record for victories in the regular season with 97. And with a new year comes those same doubters that think their run of success will end. But even the new guys like Luis Rengifo, who was just signed, are excited to show what they can do.
They go to the playoff all the time. It's a fun group to watch them play when I play another team, and it's really good. It looked like a family. I talked with a couple of guys. I talked with Yelich about like how is here, how the guys thinking, and I love it.
Milwaukee will face Cleveland on Saturday with first pitch scheduled to be for 2:10 local time. And not many more for the winter sports season, so let's dive into our next News 8 Play of the Week segment. We start with some history on the ice. This is a goal by Calvin Lekowski of Black River Falls, but not just any goal. This is the score that put him into first all-time in career goals in the state of Wisconsin. He currently has 187. The Tigers begin playoffs tomorrow night. At number 2, it was a second-place finish at sectionals for Cashton's Parker Milsna. He would get an 8-0 major decision here, and later in his last match of the day, he recorded a pin, so he'll be back in Madison next week for state. And speaking of state, Gunnar Kramer of GET Melman will be there as well, thanks to this huge throw, and eventually he would finish off the 7th-ranked wrestler in the state with the pin. to solidify his spot in Madison in just over a week as well. Moving along, Dustin DeRusso set a career high for scoring last week against Stout, but this might have been the best play of the night from DeRusso. Behind the back dish to J.J. Piter in traffic, and the big man would convert in the paint. And last but certainly not least, time winding down before half between Kickapoo and Ithaca, and Houston Garcia Boland beats the buzzer in a big way. A 3/4 court heave that banks in, and the refs say the Bulldog senior got it off in plenty of time. To help your favorite win, go to news8000.com under the sports tab, click on play of the week, and select the best in your eyes, and spread the word. Voting ends Friday at 5. Yeah, record breakers, buzzer beaters, state tournament clinchers. We're finishing off winter sports strong.
In style, for sure.
My vote is with Houston.
I mean, Houston, we don't have a problem.
No, no problem right there.
Great play.
Heck of a buzzer beater at the end. And shout out to the people who keep submitting videos
Yes, 3
as well.
submissions
Yeah.
this week. We love it.
Very good to see you. All right, Greg, is a final look at your forecast right after this.
This President's Day, Home Furniture celebrates with savings. Get up to 10% off sale prices like this 5-piece sectional, now just $17.99. Plus, get 3-year special financing during the President's Day sale, going on now at Home Furniture.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now, I have Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Controlling my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now, I'm back in the picture. Skyrizi is the only IL-23 inhibitor proven to help achieve remission, meaning few to no symptoms in just 4 weeks for some people. Many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 4 years. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help visibly repair damage of the intestinal lining.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Now's the time to take control of your Crohn's. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
During the President's Day sale at Home Sleep Express, get up to $500 off select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets with free delivery and setup and a $300 shopping cart. Plus, pay no interest for 5 years. The Tempur-Pedic President's Day sale at Home Sleep Express.
All right, snow will continue to wind down north of I-90, especially Eau Claire. Most of the accumulation type snow will be done by 10. Flurries will continue overnight. Quiet Thursday, still mild, and then we do have snow coming back in Thursday night and Friday. A lot of uncertainty on where that's going to happen, but we'll have some snow.
All right,
Expect snow.
that'll do it for us at 6.